everyone, welcome back to my channel, She Sews Happiness. I'm Mary Ellen and this is kind of my weekly check-in, which I do try to do. Some weeks I have more to show you than others. This week there's a few bits and pieces that I can share with you. Although saying that, absolutely no sewing of any kind was done until yesterday. And I did manage to stitch up a new dress. I managed to stitch up a little toy project. I had 3 hours in which to sew, and in those 3 hours I managed to do both of those projects from cutting to completion. So yes, I was feeling really, productive yesterday. Today has kind of been another wipeout because the latest bug has returned home from nursery with Henry. So aside from getting my nails done this morning and picking up my new phone, which I'll need to get set up at some point, hopefully it'll take nice pictures, which is really all I use the phone for these days, let's be honest. As long as it has a really good camera, we're sorted. So I picked that up and the rest of the day has kind of been a wipeout since lunchtime onwards. So I thought, at least I'm going to catch up with you before I go and cook and settle down for the evening. Maybe tomorrow will be a different story. I have literally just overlocked a couple of fabrics and I'll show those to you in just a minute. With February around the corner, the theme is kind of going here with me today already. And I have a couple of fabrics out for February, Valentine's month. Not that I make a huge deal of it, I just like an excuse to wear a themed garment. So there's that. Anyhow, let's show you what I got up to yesterday morning then. So based on the dress that I made previous week, I did make another cashmerette Kineton dress. This is a beautiful viscose that you can see there behind me with tulip prints on it. I'll try and get a picture of it before I upload this video, but I won't make any promises, and if I do, of course I'll share that with you, and if I don't, I'll share it in the next one. But I'll just pull it across so you can see it. So if you can ignore the chaos behind me, I'm trying to clear out this room. And even though I've managed to purge quite a lot of stuff, I still have a long way to go. So here it is. Beautiful tulip print, red, white. They're not even really white, they're kind of like a blush tone. Really beautiful viscose, which I got, I believe I bought this, must have been well over a year ago, from Stitch and Ink Fabrics. And I just love tulips. You know, roses are great and everything, but I'm much happier receiving tulips than roses. And yeah, this is the dress. This is a very simple pattern, as I discussed in my video last week. I have a bound neckline, so not complicated, really easy as well because you bind both halves of the bodice before you join them together in the center, which is how you end up with that lovely finish there, rather than having to bias bound something that is already V-cut. This, as I mentioned, would be perfect for a colour block garment, which I might get around to doing at some point. Elasticated waist for comfort. Your sleeves, which are gathered just there at the top of the cap of the sleeve. And again, I've gone for the long sleeve option. I will have to try the puff sleeve to see what it looks like. But that's got that beautiful little flounce. And yeah, I love it in viscose. I am going to try it in different fabrics. But I do actually really love this pattern in a viscose. It's so floaty and light and beautiful and perfect for layering in this weather that we have. So put her aside for a moment. Back you go. And I'll show you what else I made yesterday. Not another garment, because as good as I might be and as fast as I might be, I'm not a 2 garments in a morning kind of person unless it's like batch sewing a jersey top or something like that. My second make is more for Henry, although he is only 1, so it'll be a while before I just kind of like give him this. It'll sit decoratively on a nursery shelf. Can you see? Can you see? Look, my little mouse. I do actually quite enjoy making little toys. This was a kit which I purchased from Joe Carter, whom you can find over at Two Owls Design, I think they're called, but I will pop the link for Joe's online store below. And it's just this little mouse called Eddie. and he's got his little eyes. He has these little whiskers that I've sewn in. The little ears and the little paws are so cute, but like more than that, his little tail is adorable. And yeah, I just think he's super cute. So I made that yesterday as well, and he's so soft too. The fabrics used in this kit are absolutely gorgeous. But toy making I do quite like. There's something really, I don't know, wholesome feeling about making a stuffed toy. So there you go, that was my little make from yesterday, along with the dress. But sewing plans. I still have like 2 or 3 fabrics that I had pulled out, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to whiz through all of this stuff. There was no whizzing, and it's still sitting out because hopefully there'll be some time. I am taking a little bit time off in February, so I think I've got 2 very long weekends to look forward to then, and hopefully some like proper sewing time will be had then. But I've got these 2 fabrics pulled out to sew up in the next couple of weeks. So the first of these I showed you recently because I purchased it from Kaylee at Fleury's, I think just before Christmas, before she closed her shop mid-December, and it is one of the latest art gallery design fabrics. So this is a beautiful cotton lawn, and it's just got all those gorgeous romantic motifs all over it, and the classic pink and red. So of course goes very well with my new manicure. And yeah, that's going to get sewn up. The other is one that I've had for a long time, like we're talking since probably just after lockdown, when shops started reopening again, and I visited Windmill Fabrics, which is local to me, out in Saintfield, and I absolutely adore Anita Duram illustrations. And yeah, when I was doing card making and things like that, I always had some of her stamps and illustrations to work with. And yeah, I sold this fabric, and it's called Puppy Love. Who was it made for? Clothworks. Again, it's a lovely quality. It's more for craft probably, but I'm going to be using it to make a dress. And as someone with 3 dogs, I think this fabric is perfect for me. So let me just, must have about, God, I have a lot. Like there's at least 4 meters here. I just loved it that much that I bought it. I think I bought everything they had left. But there you go, isn't that really pretty? Really nice. Anything I have left I would use for making smaller projects. But yeah, I thought that would be nice as well for Valentine's. I know Valentine's is one day, but I can go through several outfits in a day if I so wish. So that's those 2. They are going to get pre-washed this evening, and they will sit until the time arrives for me to stitch them up. So what else can I share with you before I go and cook dinner tonight? New fabrics. There seems to be always new fabrics, doesn't there? And I'm supposed to be showing more restraint and I'm just not very good at it. I think I'm slightly better than what I was a few months ago, but I don't have any willpower when it comes to fabric, and I really need to. I need to be strict with myself. But I saw a fabric by the Rifle Paper Company, which I couldn't resist. And Rifle Paper Company fabrics here, you can get some of them. Usually you'll get the florals and things like that in the UK, but there's such a wide range of fabrics that it just seems to be limited what we can get here. And when I actually did find it, I found it on Etsy, and we were talking like £26 a metre, which seemed a bit absurd. And when I checked out the shipping rates on the Hawthorne page, Hawthorne Fabrics are based in New York, I think, but they have such an amazing collection. And I'd never actually ordered from them before because, again, with shipping internationally, you never really know. Also, the times can take quite a bit longer unless you pay a lot of money for your shipping. And if you need the fabric urgently, not that we ever need it urgently, but sometimes you see something and you just want to make it, so you want it fast. This was not the case. This was literally one that I just had to have because, as you know, I am a lover of literature. I have a PhD in Renaissance literature. I taught literature at tertiary level education. I am now a library manager. I I'm responsible for strategy and stuff like that rather than actually working in libraries, which is sad, but I'm still in that world of books and they're still a big part of my life. So when I saw this collection, I knew I had to have it. Isn't it lovely? Beautiful screen printed fabrics. So there's bookshelves with all of the lovely classic titles that you would expect. You have things like Gulliver's Travels, Little Women, personal favourite to me, Peter Pan, you've got Heidi, you've got the Jungle Book. So nice. So nice. And of course what makes it is that they look like those really beautiful like cloth or leather bound editions with the gold gilded script on them. Aren't they beautiful? So I needed a library dress, and I do actually have some beautiful book print fabric in my collection already, right behind me there actually, but there was just something about this one that I had to have, and it just worked out much more reasonable to purchase it directly from an American supplier than it did from a UK one. But while I was there, I saw another book theme print, and I think it was on sale too. I don't even remember because it was such a impromptu, spontaneous shopping moment, and I bought this one as well for in the stash for Halloween. So again, book themed, lovely dark background, which is my preference always, and you've got their books like Magical Theory, Potions and Spells, Care of Brooms. Love it. Cute. So I'll make something with that come October. And the other thing that I got, and I just threw in like a meter of this, was this beautiful garden bird print. Thought it was lovely. There's my little favourite there, my little garden robin and little blue tits. I have so many of these in my garden at the moment. We just watch them all the time, Henry and I. So that's really just to make a really lovely cushion. I want to get some beautiful green velvet for the backing of that, and I'll probably do some gold edging as well. So I thought that would be nice. Anyhow, there we are. That's it. Short and sweet. I didn't think it'd take up much of your time, and I didn't. I'm going to go now, cook some supper, see if there's anything good to watch. There's not an awful lot of things that are attracting my attention at the moment. I just finished that Netflix series Bodies last night, and it was quite good. I actually quite enjoyed it, but I don't know what to go for next. I'm still waiting for the last few episodes of Outlander. I love Outlander, so hopefully they'll be out soon. But in the meantime, if you have any recommendations, pop me a message and let me know if there's anything good out there worth watching at the moment. And yeah, hopefully I will be back to share more sewing with you next weekend. There'll always be Friday morning, if nothing else. So again, just want to say thanks for popping by the channel. Thanks always for your little messages and comments as well. I really appreciate those. And if you're new here and you've got to the end of this video, why don't you subscribe and hit that little button so that you can be notified the next time I post a video. But for now, hopefully you've all had a fantastic weekend. I know we're halfway through it already and Monday looms ever so terrifyingly. It's like, you know, I don't know, just threatening, it's threatening me in my head at the moment. Like Damocles sword, that's the feeling I get about Monday. But yeah, I'll be back soon, and look forward to sharing some progress, hopefully. Take care everybody, and chat to you soon. Bye.